Bitch, you let me on my own. Ay, onto that dirty now.
Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Let's talk about Impact Wrestling for December the 15th, 2022. This was a pretty decent episode of Impact. Some really good stuff here. So, we kicked the show off with the first match of the night, that being Eddie Edwards versus Delirious. Eddie Edwards wins via a roll-up. So, post-match, Eddie and Delirious, they shake hands. Eddie turns on Delirious and attacks him, beats him down. So then, Yuya Umera, he comes in, tries to make the save, but to no avail. Eddie takes him out. And then Eddie attempts to unmask Delirious. And then that's when Johnathan Gresham comes out and stares Eddie down. And then Eddie dips out. So it's great that Gresham is there. I'm glad. I like his work. He's really fucking good. And this is a good, solid pick for Impact. Hopefully they push him to the moon, and I could see him being a future world champion. I really could. So good on Impact. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that John Gresham is there. Great. Moving on. So Scott D'Amore, he's backstage with Josh Alexander, talking to him about his match with Mike Bailey. So Alexander says that he would confront Bully Ray during his match, but D'Amore told him to refrain from doing so. Then Tommy Dreamer interrupts both of them, and he apologizes to Josh for telling him to trust Bully Ray. So Alexander's like, nah, I'm just going to reject your apology. I'm not going to accept it. And he was suspicious of Dreamer being in with Bully Ray's devious antics. Next, Bully Ray versus John Skyler. This match was a squash. So Bully wins via a spike power driver. Really nicely done right there. Really good shit. Post-match, we had a really good promo between both Bully and Tommy Dreamer. So, Dreamer told Bully that he vouched for him, and he was betrayed because he was gullible to believe that Bully changed. Dreamer told Bully that his friendship with him, and that he would get his ass whooped by Josh Alexander at Hard to Kill. So Dreamer told Bully that their friendship is over. He said that he was one to put people on the spot. He came to return the favor to Bully. So Bully, he gets on the mic and he tells Dreamer don't walk away and don't not look him and not look back because Dreamer because Bully called him a jealous coward. Bully said that Dreamer was a failure and told Dreamer that when he got in the best shape of his life, Dreamer became a fat bastard. And he worked at the back. So Bully admitted attacking Ace Austin a few weeks ago. So Dreamer, he started to break down and cry, and then Bully then told Dreamer that he did not give a shit about his mom. So Dreamer went on a crazy psychotic rant about having mental issues and how much he loves the wrestling business. And he challenged Bully on the spot. So Bully, he dipped out, and that was it. Really good promo segment here. Really good shit. Fucking loved it. Even though I'm not a big fan of Bully or Tommy currently, but really good babyface and heel dynamic. Love it. Really good. They'll probably do something between the two after this whole Josh Alexander feud is over with. Come Hard to Kill. All right, moving on. So, Decay, aka Black Taurus and Crazy Steve, versus the major players Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. Before the match, Trey Miguel jumped Crazy Steve, taking him out. So, Cardona and Myers, they win via a neck breaker into a small drop combination for the 1-2-3. There was a contract signing involving Jordynne Grace and Mickie James. So, James told Grace that she would have another legendary moment. So, Tasha Steelz, for whatever reason, she interrupted and called James' last rodeo a sham for not facing her during her recent run. Steelz told James that her last rodeo would not be complete without James facing her. Mickie James accepts. So, Jordynne Grace, she was against the idea. So, Scott made a tag match between Jordynne Grace and Mickie James to face Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz next week. And it seems like Jordynne Grace might turn heel, and that's what I'm predicting, that she does turn heel. And maybe not walk out of the match, but maybe post-match takes out Mickie James next week. So that's something that could happen, because we do need a babyface heel dynamic. We can't have two baby faces. And I do think that it would be interesting to see Jordynne Grace work as a heel. That would be some really good shit right there. It really would. I think it would be solid if it works for her. Hopefully. Mike Bailey. Oh my God. So he was being interviewed backstage by Jay Miller. After Kenny King confronted him backstage last week. He slapped him and spit in his face, that being Kenny King. Good on Kenny King. I fucking hate Mike Bailey. I can't stand him. He's boring as shit. He is an embarrassment to the wrestling business. That's just my opinion. So Bailey said that he is interested in a match against Kenny King after his antics, but not interested in stopping his quest to be the best to play Kenny King's games. Okay. Who cares? Next, we had Alan Angels, or Angels now, whatever, taking on Sami Callihan with Diener and Khan. So Sami wins, and then post-match, Sami is beaten down by all three members of the Design. So there is that. And then Diener, for whatever reason, sat on top of Sami Callihan. I'm like, what the fuck? This is some weird shit. Moving on. Giselle Shaw and Jay Vidal, they were backstage. They confronted Deonna Purrazzo. So Purrazzo called Shaw the Yoko Ono. Ono of Vex. Purrazzo demanded Shaw. She blamed Shaw for her ruining Chelsea Green's career and her current run of Impact. So Chelsea Green is gone. So Shaw tried to sweet talk Purrazzo and teaming up again to take on the Death Dolls next week. And for whatever reason, Deonna, she accepts. I'm like, what the fuck? I do think that in 2023, Deonna Purrazzo will probably head back to WWE. I do. And the reason why I think she's going to head back there is because there's nothing else she can do in Impact. There's nothing else she can do. So, we got a weird vignette by Taylor Wilde. She said that that without the darkness, there is no light, and without conflict, there is no victory. So I don't know why they're turning her into a enchantress. I have no idea. I'm guessing she's watching NXT and taking shots at I Lived On or something like that. I don't know. But I don't get this whole tarot reading enchantress occult character she's trying to pursue here. It doesn't make sense. I don't see her as that. I don't know why they're going down that route with her for whatever reason. But I guess we'll have to see how it plays out as the weeks progress, I guess. But it's just, for right now, it just doesn't seem something that was right in the end. This is something that Taylor Wilde would actually do in real life. That's just me. But if she actually, is into that, then that's a different thing. Because with Isla Dawn, she actually is into witchcraft, paganism, so she's into that shit. But I don't know why they're giving that gimmick to Taylor Wilde. Okay, my bad. Enough ranting. Moving on. So, we had Pajinder Gujar and Joe Hendry versus Johnny Swinger and Ziggy Dice. So, Pajinder, he wins via the Gargoyle Spear. And before the match, Hendry, he cut a promo saying that he didn't know the weird things that would happen in Swinger's dungeon, and said that this is Hendry's dungeon. Only thing that can be heard is "I believe." Yep. So that was really good. And then post-match, and then Moose, he got involved in the middle of the match and chased down Joe Hendry. So he had a chair coming, that being Joe Hendry by Moose. So Moose was able to chase off Hendry via a steel chair. So I guess they're going to continue that. So they'll probably have a match between those two at Hard to Kill, that being Moose and Joe Hendry. They probably could do it next week if they wanted to. But I doubt it. They could save it for Hard to Kill. Next, for whatever reason, John Skyler and Jason Hodge, they were backstage after Skyler was lost earlier in the night. So Hodge said that he would love to face him in the ring, that being Skyler. So Skyler, he responded by saying he would like to step in the ring with him as a tag team. So the two of them, they shake hands and they form a truce. And we now have a new tag team on the rise. Okay. Interesting, I guess. Weird. Okay. Steve Macklin, he cut a promo backstage. He was complaining about that he can do anything to beat every former world champion. Yet he can't get a shot at the title. Macklin said that Rich Swann was at the wrong place, wrong time, and he declared mayhem for all on his quest to become Impact World Champion, which I do think he will become in 2023. Trust and believe. Main event: Heath and Rhino versus Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. The Motor City Machine Guns win via a fucking roll-up. A fucking roll-up. Oh my God. A fucking roll-up. What the fuck, man? Really? Impact loves these guys for whatever reason. It makes zero sense. They don't even give a damn about Heath and Rhino. And Heath and Rhino just became tag champions. Like, what the fuck? This is weird. They have no tag division outside of the major players, the Motor City Machine Guns, Heath and Rhino, and the K, if you count them, and who else? That's kind of it. Outside of those teams right there, but that's not a division. That's not a tag division. 4 or 5 teams isn't a tag division. I have no idea what Impact's doing with the Motor City Machine Guns. I just don't know. I don't know why they put them over last night. I really don't. Heath and Rhino should have retained. It made no sense for them to lose. And we all know that they're going to run the match back at Hard to Kill anyway. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Impact has got to quit pushing the Motor City Machine Guns. Stop it.
Everybody has a heroine, trying to find their way.